This is Doug Renstrom. Welcome to this demo on exploring Cloud Functions. In this demo, I will show you how to create a Cloud Function, then we will test it in the Cloud Console. Google Cloud Functions provides a completely serverless platform for running your services. You write the code, upload it, and it just works. You only pay per invocation of each function. Cloud Functions is extremely cost-effective. The first 2 million requests are even free. Let's create a Cloud Function. In the Management Console, I've gone to the Cloud Function service. Let's click Create Function. When creating a Cloud Function, give it a name and choose the region. We will name this one My First Function. You can choose the amount of memory allocated to the function. Functions are written using Node.js, and you should verify that your function executes within the amount of memory you specify. As we'll see later, you can use monitoring to look at memory usage. The timeout determines how long the function has to run before it terminates. A Cloud Function runs in response to some trigger. There are 3 triggers. The PubSub trigger responds to a message sent to a PubSub topic. The Cloud Storage trigger responds to a change in a cloud storage bucket. The HTTP trigger responds to a request made to a Cloud Function endpoint. You can think of HTTP triggered functions as behaving like a single operation API. It offers a service to client applications that can be accessed via some URL. Notice if we choose HTTP trigger for this function, the URL for that trigger is shown down below. The sample code includes 2 files, the index.js and package.json files. The package.json file is a standard way for a Node.js application to declare dependencies. Cloud Functions automatically download the packages declared in this file. The index.js file contains the invocable function, which has been exported from the file. This is the standard way for Node.js to make functionality available via a module specification. When you write your own functions, you can include other files and reference them from index.js. A cloud storage bucket will be used as a staging location for the code that you write. Let's create one now. We'll call this bucket Cloud Functions Demo-dar, and we'll make it a regional bucket in the same region as our function. Let's create the function. It'll take a couple minutes for the function to be ready, then we can go on to testing it. The function is now ready. Let's click on it to test it. Notice on the General tab, you can see invocations, execution time, and memory usage. These metrics will be useful once you have functions go live and will help you tune your functions. Since this function was just created, there are no metrics. On the Trigger tab, we can see the URL to our function. The Source tab shows the code we uploaded. The Testing tab will allow us to invoke our function with some test data. Notice how there's a triggering event text box, which includes an empty JSON object. Let's try executing the function with this empty object just to see what happens. No message defined. That's because our message was not structured correctly. We can scroll down and see the logs. Notice the log entry, 400, that's a bad request. Let's try again, but using a properly formatted JSON message. Success! We can scroll down again to look at the log entries. This time we get a log entry with code 200. That means everything worked. In this demo, we have created a Cloud function that responds to an HTTP request. We've also tested that function by sending it an HTTP request, and we've also seen some of the management tools built into Cloud Functions that also makes managing your functions easier. Hope you enjoyed this demo on Google Cloud Functions. This is Doug Renstrom.